Okay, now from after plasmid, another vector which is useful for gene technology or recombinant DNA technology are phages. As you know, the bacteriophage are having a simple structure. It can be easy to clonate, but as such, it is having wide varieties of useful as a cloning vectors from prokaryote to eukaryotes. Let's start that how this it was been cloning vector. Bacteriophage are cloning vector since early days. That phage derives derivatives are considered to be most suitable cloning vector for genetic engineering either for eukaryotes as well as prokaryotes. Thousands of phage black Qs can be obtained in a single petri dish. So you will have more varieties. The selection of DNA hybridization is possible over here in a small package. In vitro packaging into the empty phage head is possible, thus increasing phage infectivity. You can increase the phage infectivity, more genes can transfer from whose one cell to another. The size selection of packaging DNA is possible with bacteriophage, and there are many varieties of bacteriophage which are available as a clone vector. It is normally used to create a gene library. This is what you know about bacteriophage structure. Bacteriophage is genetically complex but extensively studied viruses of E. coli. DNA phage is a linear duplex molecule around 49 kb, or you can say 48502 base pairs in length. So it has quite good amount of genes. The DNA isolated from virus is a double-stranded linear molecule which with short complementary single-stranded projections of 12 nucleotide bases. To handle 12 nucleotide bases is not that much complicated in compared to other eukaryotic gene vectors. This cohesive termini are also termed as this 12 nucleotide sequence, which are in a last complementary strand. It is also known as cos sites. Allow the DNA to be circular after infection in a host cell or a bacterial cell. General structure of bacteriophage, which is the structure we consider for the gene mapping, okay, or a gene cloning process, not in general characters, structural information. The genetic map of phage compares approximately 40 genes. They are functional clusters. These genes are coded from head to tail, each part of bacteriophage from A named as A to J. There are central region containing genes in this three form: INL, IENT, XIS, XEXO. These genes are responsible for lysogenization. This is the phenomena why bacteriophage are so easy to use as a vector, because they have ability to insert the viral DNA and other viral DNA into host DNA. Much of this central region is not essential for lytic cycle. As you know, in lytic cycle they do not have to integrate their DNA into host DNA. Seem to be right of the central region comprise 6 regulatory regions from in this, 2 genes O and P are essential for DNA replication during lytic growth, and 2 other more S and R, which are required for the lysis of the cell membrane. These genes are not in an active form in lysogenic phenomena. This is overall diagram of the gene structures. In the phage DNA, large central region is not essential for the phage growth and replication. Okay, and usually non-essential region of phage have worked as several phage vector derivatives that construct during the gene cloning process. Now, let's see the brief of types of phage vectors. Wild type of phage DNA itself cannot be used as a vector, since it contains many restriction sites. Further, these sites are often located within the essential region of the phage growth and development. So you cannot even remove that. For this, the wide phages derivatives with a single target sites and two target sites are synthesized. These vectors contain those vectors which contain a single sites can be designated as a insertional vectors, and where there is a two cleavage site, they are known as replacement vectors, which allow foreign DNA to be substitute for the DNA sequence between those two cleavage sites. So first, the insertional vectors. This insertional vectors, a large segment of a non-essential region which has been detected with a two-arm ligated together. The insertional vectors possess list one unique restriction site into which new DNA can be inserted. There are two popular such type of insertional vectors that are EGT10 and EZAP2. EGT10, which carries up to 8 kilobase of new DNA and insert into a unique EcoR1 sites located at CL genes. Insertional inactivation of a gene, that means that recombinants are distinguished as a clear and rather than a turbid black. While EZAP2 insert more in compared to EGT10, it carries 10 kilobase into any of the 6 restriction sites within a polylinker inactivated LEG-Z gene carried out by the vector. In this, recombinants give clear rather than blue plaque of X-del agar. Okay. And this is a diagrammatic representation of this insertional vectors. After insertional vectors, E. coli or in lambda replacement vectors are also there. There are two examples which are well known and used for this, EMBL3 and lambda dash. Okay. In this, you can see the diagrammatic way that there are two arms and this is the area which is used as a replacement. The lambda vector DNA is cleaved with BAMH1 restriction enzymes and long 19 kb and short 19 kb are purified. The target fragments are prepared by digestion and also with two different restriction enzymes which you can use. One is BAMH1 and another is SOU3A. The target fragment are integrated with alkaline phosphatase to prevent them ligation to each other. The lambda arm and the targeted fragment are ligated together at relatively high concentration to form a linear product in this, and thus it can be packed. Packaging and infection of this is as simple as whatever it is, a routine process of DNA replication. The recombinants are not being packed over here. They are ligated in lambda ends which do not contain an insertion. The insertion is much smaller and large than 20 kb. The recombinant are left to left or right arms. You can see this is a cleavage. Then after there is a sign. Now it will packed in this infected plasmids, and they can be shown the 10⁹ recombinant per mg of DNA vector. And so it is a high ratio of recombinant. Okay. Formation of plaque. As you have learned the plaque formation during your practical also, this plaque formation form this indicate that they are recombinant now and having the gene which of your desired, and you can isolate it by centrifugation in a form of supernatant of culture. Like one of another example of bacteriophage M13, which is also well used. You just remember the name, that will be enough for you. That has a genomic size, it's very small, 6.7 kb, single-stranded culture genome or DNA. it has positive sense. Infection of M13 particles attach specific E. coli pili and encode by the plasmid called effector. Okay, you just remember the name, it will be enough for you. There's a certain briefing of how M13 work. And the purpose, M13 is required as a common cloning tool. There are also now hybrid plasmid M13 also. Now we will see about plasmids.